Element 2, respond well towards others. 2.1, respond positively to feedback and criticisms. Express yourself with confidence. 2.3, handle different personalities in a group discussions and presentations. 2.4 will be dealing with recognize sexual orientation and promote gender sensitivity. 2.5 will be affirm your beliefs without discriminating others. As we have studied in our element 1 about the evolution of self-concept, we started with this, with the input. When input, we mean whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you read, whatever you think. This one creates an affect. Kaya yung tawag natin magkaminsan, affected, mga ganon, ng mga terms. So, affect. Affect basically is emotion. So, mula sa input, nagkakaroon ng affect, nagpropulsion ng emotion, at ang emotion na yan, nagkakaroon ng effect. Ang effect, ito yung nakikita. Ito yung na-verify. Hindi na ito yung tinatawag natin na isang konsepto na lang, kundi it is an outward action, behavior that is being manifested, that can be seen, verified, kasi konkreto na siya. It is now a concrete evidence of what you feel. So, basically, what we are trying to say here in the evolution of self-concept is nanggagaling ang lahat-lahat dito sa tinatawag nating input sa ating utak. This is where the input happens. Whatever you see, hear, read, and think. And the affect is being produced in the heart. Ito yung seat of all our emotions. Sinasabi nga natin noon, diba, na ang puso ang seat ng emotions. Pero ang sinasabi ng science is that the brain is the seat of all emotions. And then yung effect, ito yung resulta. Ito yung result. Whether yung pumasok ba sa atin na input, nakita, narinig, naisip, nabasa, is positive or negative. Kaya pagkasusundan natin maigi, pagka positive ang input, nagiging positive ang affect, or negative ang input, negative din yung affect, negative din yung na-produce ng emotions. Thus, kung positive ang input, positive ang emotions, ang nagiging result niyan ay positive din. Halimbawa, somebody said na, ang ganda-ganda mo today. And then, positive yon para sa'yo. So, emotion mo is, feeling mo talaga totoo yung sinasabi niya. Then, you feel happy. Medyo bouncy ka. Or di kaya ay may pitik yung bawat kilos mo. On the other hand, pagka sinabing, ang pangit naman ang suot mo, and the negative na emotion nun is, maiinis ka kasi masyadong nega naman itong isang iso. Ito, napakaaga. And that can be seen sa mukha mo, sa kilos mo, probably masisira ang araw mo. So, these are the things na nakikita natin sa ating self-concept. But then again, napag-aralan natin that ang self-concept natin is based upon facts, based upon experiences, based upon yung ideals natin, yung ating self-image. At hindi siya basically nakabatay lang doon sa mga words. Kasi ang words ay nagbibigay lang ng emotions. At ang sabi natin, hindi dapat naapektuhan ang self-concept natin sa pamamagitan lang ng words. Ang naapektuhan ng mga words at dahil based siya on feelings and emotions, yun lang ating self-esteem. So, magkaiba yung self-concept natin sa self-esteem. Ang self-esteem na babago-bago. Pero pagkakakilala natin sa sarili natin, hindi na mababago. Dapat yon. Not unless we purposely change it. Kasi napag-aralan na natin itong mga bagay-bagay na ito. For example, ano mang positive or negative na mga words, kung alam mo yung personality type mo na, that you are sanguine, choleric, melancholic, phlegmatic, or a combination of both, at yung isa is dominant na personality mo, yung pangalawa naman ay secondary personality mo. Sa mga sanguine, wala yan eh. Masayahin lang sa amin. Sa mga choleric na masyadong mga paladesisyon. So, it doesn't matter much kung anong sabihin mo sa kanya, no? Sa mga melancholy naman, siguro iindahin niya ng kaunti kasi nga emo ang mga to eh. At sa mga phlegmatic, doesn't matter. So, hindi sila affected. Yet, at times, hindi talaga natin may aalis na ang mga negative na input, mga negative na salita sa atin, it affects us. Kasi nga, nababata ito sa feelings. Kaya marapat siguro na makita natin how do we react to that. Again, uulitin natin. If words can still control us, then everything can control us. Everything. Pagka sinabi natin everything, kasi isang salita lang, kaya kanyang kontrolin. And this reaction natin sa mga triggers, sa mga input, sa mga stimulus na kung tawagin, are learned. And our reaction can either be functional or dysfunctional. Madaling salita na lang is, halimbawa, sinampal ka, kung dysfunctional ka, ang sasabihin mo is, lintik lang ang walang ganti. Pero kapag ka sinampal ka at ang reaction mo is functional, mag-iisip ka, bakit siya nanampal? Or bakit niya ginawa sa akin ito? So, hindi ka agad-agad yung natutunan natin na an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. Kundi, we think, we rationalize first, no? And, kagaya na lang ng mga nagdra-drive sa atin. For example, maganda takbo ng motorsiklo mo or di kaya ng car. You're driving your car and then somebody cut you. And then, talaga namang nakakalalaki magkaminsan or di kaya nakakapagpainit ng ulo. So, ang dysfunctional na reaction natin will be, hintay ka lang, unahan mo rin siya, tapos gawin mo rin yung ginawa niya sa'yo. That is dysfunctional. Kasi yan ang natututunan natin, yan nakikita natin. Or, there is our thinking na ipapamukha natin dito sa lukong driver na ito na mali yung ginawa niya. Pero ang better, at mangyayari sometimes, sa lahat ng mga drivers, ay sabihin mo na lang, siguro may LBM kaya nagmamadali. Kaya, pinapayagan na lang natin. Or, dapat nga, let's just give way. Kaya nagkakaroon ng road rage magkaminsan kasi pagka ginantihan mo, gaganti ulit. Pagka ginantihan mo pa ulit, di lalong gaganti. And then, there you go. Baka mag-away pa kayo sa daan. So, if we learn how to react, yung tamang paraan, kagaya ng mga input na to and the affect, and we could control the effect, then mas magiging maganda yung ating self-concept. Mas magiging maganda yung pagtingin natin sa ating sarili na I will not be dragged to that. Hindi ako pupunta dyan. And we practice no maleficence. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin hihingin o hindi natin papangarapin na makasama ng ibang tao. Okay. So, having said that, let's move on to our 2.1. In responding towards others, ito yung tawag natin doon ay feedbacking. Ang feedbacking ay nangyayari either that feedbacking is verbal o non-verbal or through body languages. So, magkaminsan, hindi natin alam yung mga hinihingi natin. Nagsasalita tayo and then we ask for questions. Just like sa amin ng mga teachers, whenever we teach, we always ask for questions. Are there any questions? And we always ask for interaction. There are times, however, na baka hindi yung inaasahan mo ang maging feedback sa iyo. Okay? If you have your purposive communication, this is in your, I think this is 2.4 of your purposive communication. Kaya mag-ingat tayo ng kaunti, ha? Sa purposive communication kasi, we have these 4 types of audiences na pinag-uusapan doon. We've got a critical audience yan. Ito yung may alam doon sa topic. Kagaya ng mga teachers kapag ka nagre-report o kagaya ng teachers kapag ka nag-present kayo. Kasi alam namin yung coverage, alam namin yung mga nilalaman ng leksyon. So, we will become critical. We will be looking at the things na sinasabi ng nagre-report and we add or di kaya ay itinutuwid namin yung hindi tama in matters of reporting. The other one is the hostile. Ang mga hostile audiences naman, ito yung mga galit talaga sa'yo. Kagaya ng, for example, sa nakalipas na election, Pagka pupunta ka sa baluarte ng kalaban mo, you will be thinking talaga hostile yan. Kasi baluarte nila at pinasok mo yung teritoryo nila. So they will be hostile against you. Kaya ingat, ang feedback niyan, either by body language or by verbal, at saka non-verbal niyan talagang hindi kagandahan. And the next one is the uninformed. Sa uninformed audience, this is really what we like the best. Kasi once na inform mo, makikita mo talaga yung feedback nila. Body language nila is either they be nodding their heads, they will be smiling. Ito yung nangyayari sa amin ng mga teachers whenever we present things na bago sa inyo. Lalong-lalo sa face-to-face and sometimes even sa ating online classes. Nakikita ko na nagla-light up yung mga mukha. Nakikita namin na yung ganun na effect, yung effect, or di kaya ay someone is nodding and someone will be thinking na sinasabing ganun pala yun, thinking out loud. And the last but not least ay yung tinatawag nating sympathetic. The sympathetic are always ito talaga ang ever supportive na mga audiences. Ang pinaka-sympathetic siguro kapag ka magsasalita ka will be your parents. Pero karamihan sa atin o karamihan sa inyo, lalong ayaw magsalita, natatakot magsalita pagka nanonood si mommy or si daddy. But tell you what, among all the audiences, ang pinaka-sympathetic, either your teacher or your parents. At yung mga close friends mo. Or, sometimes sa mga close friends mo, critical pa sa'yo Di ba? So, I've been thinking really, is there a better way for online feedbacking? Kasi bagamat naglagay ako ng rules, house rules na sinasabing whenever you come, kailangan nakabukas ang camera, kailangan nakamute ang mic, yet hindi pa namin nakikita yung result. And I want you to do this na makita natin yung kay Leo Buscaglia sana. And I'm hoping for that na sabi ni Leo Buscaglia is change is the end result of all true learning. So far, hindi ko pa nakikita ang application nito. Wala pang changes gaano sa mga estudyante. Kaya we are thinking siguro walang true learning na nangyayari. Siguro hindi pa naiintindihan ng mga estudyante namin. Or siguro walang nakakaintindi or wala lang gustong sumunod. Well, let's see about that. So, in feedbacking also, hindi talaga natin maiaalis from the first na audience natin, na critics o critical audiences. There will always be criticisms. And criticisms per se ay hindi masama kasi dalawang uri ng criticisms. Positive at saka negative criticism. One is for building up. Okay? And the one is for tearing down. Or magkaminsan ay constructive ang tawag nila sa positive criticism. And negative criticism naman tawag nila doon ay destructive criticism. Nevertheless, anumang criticism yan, ang ibig niya sabihin talaga ay either that be positive or negative, we still need to do work. We still have some work to do. And let's put things in there. Either that be positive criticism or constructive criticism, affected pa rin yung ego mo kasi sasabihin niya, kulang pa rin to, sana gandahan mo sa parte na ito. Kung negative criticism naman, talagang kapag indahin mo maigi, baka ayaw mo nang magsalita sa susunod. Because what we really want is to be liked, to be loved, to fit in, and to have our bosses or others or even colleagues or subordinates think they were awesome. At lahat ng mga presentations, hinahangaan tayo or ang iniisip natin, pupurihin tayo. But napakalayo niyan. The greatest teacher that we ever had, kahit na isama pa yung SPA, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, they all have critics. Even the best teacher that we had, Jesus, have had his own share of criticisms. So, hindi natin ma-please ang lahat-lahat. So, sa feedbacking, better prepare yourself to be equipped with a lot of things will not even uh, deter, will not even prevent the critics from criticizing. So, dapat lang maintindihan natin yan na hindi natin kayang i-please ang bawat isa. Okay. So, how do we respond? Sa ating handbook, it has given us 4. And this one is practice active listening. Paulit-ulit na ito. When we practice active listening, it means we maintain good eye contact, keep your body language open. Ibig sabihin, alam na natin yung open, tsaka close posture ng ating mga katawan. And we need to lean forward and we need to summarize what we hear and we ask clarifying questions if that be the case. Sa ibang bagay is that the number 2 being is never argue. Just say, thank you. Kasi magkaminsan when you argue and you start to defend yourself, it will be misconstrued na defensive stance or magpapalusot or di kaya ay ayaw makorek or ayaw maituwid or nagmumukha tayong uncoachable. And later on, because of such attitude, we shut down future criticisms. And kaya nga, the only appropriate response is, thank you. Oh, I'll do better. Yung ganon, tanggalin muna natin yung ego. Ibaba muna natin ng kaunti yung ating ego. Okay, the third one being is this. You also need to evaluate yung criticisms or yung feedback. Tingnan mo maigi, totoo nga ba ang feedback na to? Or is it in my limitations? Doon sa inyong Johari window, pagka nakita ninyo yung tinatawag natin na unknown to self, but known to others, o yung tinatawag natin na blind spot, kailangan tingnan mo maigi. Kung marami na ang nagsasabi, and most especially so, kung expert sa subject ang nagsasabi, then evaluate it. Kasi baka may katotohanan yung sinasabi nila. Baka may basihan yung sinasabi nila. Bagamat masakit magkaminsan na maipamukha sa atin that all the while we thought na wala tayo nito, pero andyan pala siya. So maraming nakakapansin. Then, kaya nga tama yung Johari, no? It's a blind spot. Hindi mo alam yan. For the longest time, hindi mo alam. So this time, work on it. Either you adjust, you develop, para hindi mapunaan sa ganon. And put those things sa iyong arena upang sa ganon, it will be a space for improvement, a space for self. Ngayon, maiintindihan mo ang sarili mo na may ganito pala akong ugali or may ganito pala akong traits, hindi ko alam. I'm good at this pala, hindi ko alam. Or may ganito pala akong ugali na nakasasama pala sa iba and I'm offending others without me knowing it. So, mag-a-adjust tayo ng kaunti. The fourth one will be mindful of the criticisms and the critics. Hanggat maaari, acknowledge it when you're able to acknowledge it. Thank them. Thank those na nagpakita sa iyo ng yung blind spot. Thank them. Thank them that siguro yung iba, no, yung sa facade mo is pinagtatakpan mo yan na ugali mo, pero subconsciously or unknowingly naipapakita mo. And others have seen that. At ang iniisip ng iba, nilagay nila yan doon sa yung blind spot, not knowing na yun talaga ay yung facade. So, kailangan mag-open up ka na kapag ka nakita mo na nagmamatch yung facade mo at saka yung tinatawag natin na blind spot. And then, coming to open. Upang sa ganon, wala ka ng pagtatakpan, wala ka ng itatago. And yung known, mas lalaki siya, yung unknown, pakunti na lang ng pakunti. In doing those things, okay, your module also has given you 6 reasons how to keep yourself from being defensive. Magkaminsan, nadidevelop din natin yan ha, yung defensive mechanism. Halimbawa na lang, nangyayari ito lagi. Kaya ang first step is stop your first reaction. Madaling example na lang. Halimbawa, nagluto ka, ikaw ang nagluto ngayon, tapos may nagsabi sa'yo, maalat. And then yung first talagang sinasabi, and this is pretty common, sasabihin mo, kunti nga lang asin na nilagay ko, maalat pa. O di kaya, sasabihin na, tabang ng luto. And then, ang re-reaction mo naman kaagad-agad, ang dami na nga nang nilagay kong asin, matabang pa. So, stop yung first na reaction. And then the second one is, remember the benefit of getting feedback. Room for improvement yan. Your critics, hindi nila intention para sirain ka lang. Kundi nakikita nila yung mga bagay-bagay, maaaring hindi mo nakikita. Even teachers are not, okay? Are not. Hindi exempted ang mga teachers tungkol dito. Dahil there will always be a room for improvement. And in cases na may sinasabi sa iyo ng mga criticisms, listen for understanding. Hindi with, listen for understanding. Para sa ganun, maintindihan mo, where are they coming from? Sa yung blind spot, saan kaya nila nakita ito? Saan kaya nila napansin ito? So if you've got time, ask them, paano mo nasabing meron ako nito? Kung positive, para sa ganun, you will have the basis. Kung negative naman, paano nyo nasabing may ganito ako? And ang iba doon ay mag-apologize pa. Pero tell them, nagpapasalamat ako that it is being shown to me. So, when do you see me like this? And then, huwag kalilimutan lagi yung thank you. And at times, yung sabi nga natin, part ng 3 is that ask questions to deconstruct the feedback. Paano po nangyari yon? Okay. You mean you got hurt when I acted like that? I'm sorry, hindi ko intention. Pero how could I? Paano ko kaya pwedeng sabihin ng hindi ganon kagarapal or hindi maging ganyan ang reaction mo? You ask questions to deconstruct the feedback, lalo-lalo kung negative ang mga feedback. And then, you request time to follow up. Siguro, pagka sa susunod na pagsasalita mo, you ask. And, especially the critics, how did I do? Paano ba itong second na presentation ko? Is it much better? Na-cover ko ba yung mga sinasabi mong dapat kong i-improve? Something like that. So, it is but time to swallow our pride. Di ba sabi natin si ego ayaw niya nasasaktan tayo, kaya si ego laging nakadepensa yan. So, it's about time to let go of ego first. And sabihin mo lang muna sa kanya, don't worry, it is not going to hurt me, but it is going to build me more. So, that covers your element 2.1. In element 2.2, express yourself with self-confidence. Napakadali ito. And it will just take few minutes. So, the first one that was mentioned, I think there are 6 yata ito. Make natural and direct eye contact when you listen. Ibig sabihin, I see you. No, not that kind of eye contact, but it should be like this. Okay. So, make natural and direct eye contact. Or you lean forward para sa ganun ay magkaintindihan kayo ng kausap mo. So, that's just what it is. Marami sa atin kasi takot makipag-eye to eye, takot makipag-eye contact. So, kung hindi ka nagiging komportable with looking straight to the eye, look at the forehead. Hindi naman kagaya nito na, look, I'm looking at you. The next one being is show a confident smile. Always show a confident smile. Is that a grin? Hindi ngiting aso, kundi confident smile. Like this. Or like this. These guys have confident smiles. And even if false teeth ka man or di kaya ay Bluetooth, missing tooth, okay lang, show a confident smile. The third one being is offer a firm handshake. When you offer a firm handshake, that's the business handshake. Hindi ganito. Okay? Ang business handshake is not intended na you do harm doon sa kausap mo. Or, hindi naman yung ganitong pabebe din masyado na handshake. Ano? It should be firm na handshake. That is how you show that you have this confidence in shaking hands with others. And, nakakatuwa ito. Sa mga maliliit na kagaya ko, when dealing with a much bigger and taller person or a person in authority, may paraan, and your handbook has given you some, but I'll be giving you other ways also, paano natin i-offset yan. So, don't do this. Maliit ka na nga, minamaliit ka pa. Or di kaya kapag ka sa basketball, titirahan ka ng harap-harapan, tapos sasabihin, hindi kita nakita kasi hanggang dito ka lang. Don't do that. Or, better yet, kapag ka taller at saka bigger ang person na kausap mo, don't go face-to-face. Ano pwede natin gawin? Ang pwede mong gawin is that you walk side by side. Kasi pagka side by side, ibig sabihin equal kayo. So, kung naka-steady kayo, magmumukha talagang ang isa is having control over you. Pero kung naglalakad kayo, you walk side by side, hindi halata. Kasi nga, on equal footing kayo. Or better yet, you ask them to sit down. Pwede mong sabihin, can we sit down? Kasi pagka nakaupo, eye level lang kayo. Or, you go sideways. Sino ba mag-iisip na manliliit si Shaquille sa isang katabi niya na si Yao Ming, di ba? Ang lalaki na ng mga to, hanggang baywang lang yata ako ng mga to. Then, look at them. So, hindi gaanong maipapakita yung advantage ni Yao if you go side. Hindi kagaya ng first picture natin na mini-measure pa talaga hanggang saan yung height mo, hanggang saan ka lang. Okay. So, the fifth being is, you use your modulated voice. Ibig sabihin, huwag mong palalakin yung boses mo, huwag kang mag-high pitch. Alam natin yan kapag kagalit tayo, nakakapag-high pitch tayo magkaminsan. And then, yung may grunt magkaminsan yung boses natin. Di naman, ganun. Or di kaya kahit na pinagsusorry, sorry na. Yung mga ganun ng mga boses. So, we don't do that. And the sixth is dress for success. In dressing up, kailangan alam mo yung occasion. Kaya napabiro nga ako magkaminsan sa mga estudyante pumupunta sa IS, na halos naka-two-piece na lang. Pagka halos naka-two-piece ka, then wag kang umalis sa tabi ng munggo, sa tabi ng swimming pool kasi yun lang ang proper place para sa'yo. Sabi nga nila, you are what you wear. So, think how you dress. Okay. When you see these guys in here, alam ko cool ang isipan natin sa iba. Pero they can be used appropriately sa mga okasyon. Saan ba dapat na naka-short? Saan ba dapat na naka-shade? Saan ba dapat na naka-casual? O saan ba dapat na ganito ang postura mo? Baka pupunta ka ng beach, naka-bow tie ka pa, Or something like this also. So, kung school ba pupuntahan mo, what will I be wearing? Kaya nga, dress for success. You are what you wear. Wag naman na kaiksi-iksi sinusuot, tapos pagka naupo at natitigan, magagalit pa kasi nababastos. Don't do that. Kaya one should always ilagay mo yung sarili mo din sa shoes ng iba. Okay? The last one being is yung power stance na tinatawag. Kailangan confident stance and gestures lagi. Kailan ka ba dapat naka 1-foot balance? O kailan ka ba dapat nakatayo ng T? Yung guy in green, ito is naka-T stance yan. Yan tinatawag natin T stance. And this one is on 1-foot balance. Even this one is on T stance. So, kailan ba yun? Yung power wherein you make yourself, you spread yourself na balanse yung weight mo. Or you have this high power pose, standing wide stance or arms raised in a V above the head. Alam natin kapag hands on hips talagang may ibig sabihin na yan. Or arms crossed behind the head, sitting or standing. Ang ibig sabihin talaga niyan, okay, I'm fed up with this, and that's power pose. The other one is sitting with hands folded in the lap. Parang that's prayerful and begging, or arms crossed over the chest. That is very power pose yan, naka-close, hindi yan open. Or one arm across the body na self-hug. Sinasabing, okay, I'm this one. And the other is hunching. So these are high power pose and low power pose. I think I have to end here kasi ang susunod dito will be 2.3, and I want you to read 2.3 wherein you will handle different personalities in the group discussions and presentations, because na-discuss na natin bakit kailangan mo yung apat na personalities or combinations ng mga personalities sa isang grupo. Kailangan mo ng isang social person, that will be your sanguine. Kailangan mo ng isang lider-lideran, bida-bida o pala desisyon, that will be your choleric. Kailangan mo ng isang deep thinker o ng isang emo. Mayroong emotion, tsaka mayroong part na perfectionista. Yun yung ating melancholy. And kailangan mo ng cool guy, ng isang choleric. So, I want you to read that, and hopefully so we can discuss some other time yung recognize sexual orientation and promote gender sensitivity, and then you need to affirm your beliefs without discriminating others. And so this ends our 2.1 and 2.2.